How's it going, everybody? Welcome to We Do Tech. So for today, we are going to take a look at the Xtrfy K2 RGB mechanical keyboard in white, although you do also get a black model. Now, you might not necessarily know the name Xtrfy, but if you are into esports, you probably know Ninjas in Pajamas, which is a well-known esports team. And Xtrfy works really close, yet not exclusively, with them to develop some of their peripherals and gear. So you know this keyboard and some of their other peripherals are going to be more focused towards esports, and you're going to get that quality out of it. But now, starting with the pricing first, the Xtrfy K2 is retailing for around $160 on Amazon, which is quite expensive, but also most of these dedicated esports gaming keyboards are, and unfortunately there's no direct pricing for here in South Africa. You will need to ship it over. Now, as for the frame, the K2 comes with a simple, sleek, matte white design with its bright RGB lighting underneath each key and a standard 105 key layout. Even though the K2 does have a plastic shell, it is very sturdy with no flex when applying pressure or any creaking noises. Now, even though you don't have any dedicated media controls on the K2, you do have some media controls through the secondary functions. Now, it is worth mentioning that this keyboard does not come out in a US key layout. Currently, the white version only comes out in Nordic, and the black version only in Nordic, UK, and German. This means that the backslash key is actually between the shift and the Z key, which if you're used to a US key layout keyboard, it's not there, it shouldn't be there, and it does get quite a bit confusing and annoying if you're not used to that. You will accidentally press that key, so be mindful for that. Unfortunately, again, no US layout, which I don't understand necessarily or why, but yeah, that is there. Now then, as for the keycaps, you get a double shot ABS plastic caps with a smooth matte finish and enough grip so your fingers don't slide off them if you are in a heavy gaming session. Moving on to the switches, the K2 uses Kale red switches, which has a 100 Hz polling rate, and the new Super Scan technology for instant reaction. Xtrfy claims that this is the world's fastest keyboard, and they also claim that every single key press registers within 0.001 seconds. Now, I couldn't really test that, and also if I did, I wouldn't really see any difference, I think, because I'm not that used to that quick keyboards. But my colleague did say that this is really fast and is one, if not the best mechanical keyboard that he has ever used. These switches are of course great to type on, and more especially great to game on, with just an all-round great experience. The red switches doesn't have a tactile bump like you get on blues. They are very fast and smooth. Also, they are much quieter compared to some of the other switches like MX blues or purples. So for streaming or to not irritate anybody around you, then these switches is going to work perfectly for that. But here's just a quick sound test of how these Kale red switches sound. Now, quickly take a look underneath the K2. You get plenty of anti-slip pads, delivers a good grip, and 2 flip-out keyboard feet with grips as well. It does also have a cable raceway for you to easily route your cables to your preferred side of the keyboard for better cable management. Also, for the cable, it is a single USB braided cable with a length of 1.7 meters or 5.6 feet, and does have this color texture to it as well. Now, as for the software, there is none that you need to go download. Everything is done on the keyboard itself, so plug and play, there you go. But now, like all things in life, there has to be a balance. So far, the K2 has been an amazing keyboard, but it does have one massive drawback, and that is the RGB. However, don't get me wrong, the RGB looks extremely nice with vivid colors, good brightness, and almost an unlimited amount of options and effects. The problem comes in with figuring out how the hell to change and work all of this lighting without software. The FN function keys just for the backlight alone is from number 1 to 9, as well as insert, home, page up, page down, and delete, and so on. And I'm not joking here, almost every alphabetical key on this keyboard has a secondary function that has something to do with RGB effects. So because of this, we're gonna make a dedicated separate video going over how to work and how to handle all of these effects and lightings and so on, because otherwise this video will take forever to do. So check out the description for that. So then in conclusion, the K2 is seriously a good keyboard. Now it won't be for everybody because of the price and some of the faults that it has, like the backlight being so confusing, but at least it does actually work. But the biggest problem is going to be the US key layout, that there's none of them. So if you do live in the US or you're used to that, then it might get a bit annoying if you do accidentally press the wrong key every now and then, but you might get used to it after a while. My writer who tested the keyboard out and also wrote this script still says he loved this keyboard and is pretty much on top of his list of favorite keyboards, and he has tested out a couple of them, so that just goes to show how good this keyboard really is. So if you can look past the hefty price tag, the RGB that's a bit confusing, and then also the non-US key layout, then this is definitely a keyboard that you need to check out. The build quality is really good. It has that simplistic design which most esport guys want, and also it has that new super scan technology for instant reaction, and we all know how important a really fast keyboard is, especially if you do play very fast competitive games. So if you guys want to check this keyboard out, I will leave links in the video description where you can get it on Xtrfy's website and then on Amazon. Also, if you guys did enjoy this review, please like, share, subscribe, and comment like always, and then I will check all of you guys next time.